Let's now discuss the business rules and file specifications for the Student Absence Summary or STAS file type. The Student Absence Summary container can be accessed using online maintenance through the Student Details screen. From the home screen, use the blue left-hand navigation menu to arrive at the Student Data Maintenance screen. Then, after populating the student search criteria, select Search. Though the most direct path is to enter the SSID into the quick search bar on the left-hand navigation menu. Once you've navigated to the student details screen, click the Student Absence Summary caret to expand the student's STAS history. The most recent record is listed at the top. The Open button will open a modal to edit or delete the selected record. The Add New Record button will open a modal to create a new record. The STAS View role is required to view the STAS history. The STAS Edit role is required to add records and make changes. An explanation of the user role required to submit STAS records are included in the CALPADS user manual. The Student Absence Summary allows you to see a student's absence summary history. All fields displayed are populated from LEA submission with the exception of the two fields on the far right of the screen. The total days absent and absent rate are calculations by the system derived from the STAS and SENR data that your LEA has submitted to CALPADS. Let's now cover some general information about the Student Absence Summary record. Exemptions are records that do not have attendance and absence fields populated. Student Absence Summary in-school and out-of-school suspension days are validated against the student incident record. In-school suspensions count as attendance days. Out-of-school suspensions are counted as absences. Emergencies and disasters should not count negatively against a student, as the expected days should be adjusted. The Exemption Indicator determines what other fields are conditionally required. If Yes is selected, then all subsequent fields must be blank. If the exemption indicator is populated with a no or is left blank, then all of the other STAS fields will be required. If a student has no absent days, then a 0 must be populated as the field value. Null values are not accepted when a student is not indicated as exempt. There are more details on all of the fields in the Student Absence Summary located in the CALPADS user manual, as well as the CALPADS file specification, or CFS. The Absence Exemption Indicator field allows LEAs to identify students enrolled in non-public or NPS schools, or who are receiving instruction through a home and hospital instructional setting. The Hourly Attendance School Type Indicator field is an indicator of whether the student is attending a school based on hourly attendance, for example, alternative schools or continuation schools. These are required for all non-exempt students, however, most records will have an N in this field. The Expected Attendance Days field represents the total number of days the individual student was scheduled to attend during the academic year from the student's enrollment start date to the student's enrollment exit date. This does not include non-school days such as holidays or days for which the school was closed. The Days Attended field represents the total number of days the student attended the school. A day attended is defined as any day a student attended for all or part of a school day. The days absent out of school suspension field represents the total number of days the student was absent from the regular classroom for the entire school day due to an out of school suspension. The days in attendance in school suspension field represents the total number of days the student was in attendance for the entire school day due to an in-school suspension. The days absent unexcused non-suspension field represents the total number of days which a student missed the entire day without a valid excuse. The incomplete independent study days field represents the total number of days the student did not satisfy statutory or regulatory requirements necessary to earn attendance credit. You would complete this field in lieu of days absent, days excused, or days unexcused. If the student had a partial year of independent study and a partial year of seat-based instruction, then days absent, days excused, and days unexcused would be populated in addition to the incomplete independent study days. An independent study student is a student in long-term independent study in more than one course. Student absence summary data can be submitted via batch file. If your student information system does not generate the STAS file, or if you do not use a student information system and want to upload student records in mass, you can use a template from the CALPADS Help menu. To do so, you would simply go to File Upload to submit a STAS file. The View Submission screen will allow you to determine whether the batch file posted or was rejected. Navigate to the View Submission screen through the left-hand navigation menu. If a single record in the batch file is rejected with an error, the entire file is rejected. You are able to navigate to the View Submission Details screen by clicking the View button next to your batch file. The View Submission Details screen allows you to view the input validation rules or errors responsible for the rejected records. It also allows you to view information on which record triggered the error via a listed SSID. You will need to resolve any errors listed in the View Submission Details screen via modifying your batch file before re-uploading to CALPADS.